We often talk about acres when we discuss the measurement and the size of a wildfire, but do you actually know how big an acre is? Well, let's break it down for you. First, 1 square mile is equal to 640 acres. So a number of acres can fit in a square mile. Now, if we take all of the major fires burning in California right now, this is over 3.8 million acres have burned. To put that in relation compared to the United States, well, the state of Connecticut, that is smaller than 3.8 million acres. So more land has burned than the entire state of Connecticut. Breaking down an acre a little further, giving you an example, 1 acre is equal to about 70% of a football field. Another example is the Golden Gate Bridge outside of San Francisco. The length of the bridge is about 1 acre. With that in mind, let's compare acres to some of the more current wildfires. So this is Lake Tahoe, a beautiful lake, a large lake in the United States. Lake Tahoe is roughly 122,000 acres. Obviously a lake that's hard to see from one side or the other, but that gives you an idea in perspective. We'll overlay it here on the August complex, which has been burning in a number of counties in Northern California. How many Lake Tahoes could you fit within the August complex? Well, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Lake Tahoes fit nicely within the August complex. Let's go through a few other examples. This is the river fire. It burned over 48,000 acres down in Monterey County, just south of Salinas. Guess how many parked cars it would take to cover this entire area? 7 million parked cars would make up the space that burned in that river fire. So here's the Valley Fire that burned down in San Diego County, just south of Alpine. The Valley Fire burned over 16,000 acres. We're going to show you in Post-it notes. Now, Post-it note relatively small, but it would take over 11 million sticky notes to cover the entire area burned by the Valley Fire. Another example is in the North Complex. Over just under 309,000 acres have burned between Oroville and Quincy. Well, that is equal to 605 Disneylands. As long as it takes to get from one end of the park to the other, imagine doing 605 of those walks. That's how long it takes to get from one end to the other. So while these examples are really no comparison to the destruction and the devastation left behind all of these wildfires, it goes to give you an example of just how big these fires are and just how massive the amount of acres, now you know how big that is, has been burning in California.